In a quiet village, there lived a Mimi. However, Mimi was not ordinary like other cats. He has something magical. When he is excited or curious, his body suddenly turns into a smaller size. No one knows why this happened, including Mimi herself. That day, the sun was shining and the morning spirit filled the air. Mimi woke up with a fiery spirit. He looked out the window and saw the sun rising brightly. Today is the perfect day for adventure, Mimi muttered as she jumped up from her bed. Mimi slides out of the house and explores the backyard, running around here and there. There, he found colorful butterflies dancing on the flowers. Mimi thought that it was the perfect new companion to adventure with. But when Mimi jumps to chase a beautiful butterfly, something strange happens. His body suddenly turns small, causing him to tumble and spin on the grass. No longer, muttered Mimi in a cute, smaller voice. Why does this always happen to me? The now undersized Mimi sat on the grass, her face contorted with confusion. Okay, Mimi, don't panic, she said to herself in a soft voice. We've been through this before. We can handle it. While talking to herself, Mimi looked around. He felt as if the world had enlarged and everything looked different. What can I do with this small size? He muttered while looking at the flowers that now looked so big. But suddenly, Mimi saw something flickering nearby. It was a butterfly with colorful wings reflecting the sun. The butterfly descended slowly and landed on cute Mimi's nose. Hey, don't stress too much, said the butterfly in a soft voice. You can do amazing things, regardless of your size. Mimi looked at the butterfly in amazement. What can I do at this size? I feel so weak. The butterfly flapped its wings and floated in front of Mimi. You may be small, but small does not mean weak. Look at me, for example. I may be small, but I have the beauty and tenderness that could decorate the world. Mimi pondered for a moment. But how can I have an adventure or do something meaningful at this scale? The butterfly flew into the air and circled around Mimi. Of course you can adventure. No one can stop you but yourself. You can explore places you have never seen before, find magic around every corner. Mimi sat up feeling excited. You're right. Maybe this size gives me a new way to see the world. The butterfly landed on Mimi's shoulder. Of course, every change brings a valuable lesson. You have to understand that size doesn't determine how big your heart is or how big your dreams are. Mimi smiled and felt a new spirit. Thanks, butterfly. I'll take this size and make it an unforgettable adventure. After adventuring all day with her smaller size, Mimi is excited and happy, but also misses her real size. He wants to go back to being a bigger cat so he can play freely and talk to his friends as usual. At the end of her adventure, Mimi meets a wise owl on an old tree. The owl looked into Mimi's heart and felt her desire to go back to how she was. Listen, Mimi, said the owl in a soft voice. Every adventure brings us valuable lessons. There is nothing wrong with changing for a while. However, if you want to return to how you were before, look for meaning and understanding in your adventure, said the owl. Hearing the owl's words, Mimi felt inspired. He realized that his journey and new experience had given him many valuable lessons and memories. Despite its small size, it has experienced the world in a unique way. Mimi decided to take a break and ponder the owl's words. He sat under a tree and thought about all the adventures he had had. He reflects on the strength and passion that have guided him through this extraordinary day. Suddenly, the magic butterfly he met at the beginning of his adventure appeared before him. I know what you want, said the butterfly gently. You have to believe in yourself and the power of your experiences. If you have strong enough faith, you can control the magic within you. Mimi felt her heart warm at the butterfly's words. He took a deep breath and focused his attention. With every breath, Mimi felt a magical energy slowly coursing through her. Then, something magical happened. A soft light appeared around Mimi and she slowly started to grow. The size is back to normal, and Mimi is now the same cute and cheerful cat as before. Mimi is feeling full of happiness and gratitude. He knew he had learned an important lesson about experience, courage, and confidence. Every adventure and every friend he meets has shaped him into a stronger and wiser cat. Mimi ran home happily and jumped into her owner's lap. The owner was surprised and happy to see Mimi so carefree and cheerful. Then Mimi shared her adventure story with her cat friends, and they listened in awe. Now, Mimi knows that although she can experience changes and new adventures, she always has the strength within her to face challenges and return to her true self. And so, Mimi learns from her new friend, the butterfly, that size is just a number. What is more important is passion, belief and courage. With her butterflies by her side, Mimi feels stronger in her smaller size, and she is ready for amazing adventures, regardless of how big or small her body is. Through change and challenge, Mimi has found her true self. And she has returned home with greater enthusiasm than ever. Mimi's story is a lesson for all of us. No matter how small we are in the eyes of others, we must live life's challenges with passion and confidence to find our own identity. Hopefully this story will educate and entertain all of you. If you want to wait for the next story, please click like and subscribe so you don't miss the next story.